doing
Great.
Great. Let me ask you a question. How many people here, if I sent you to Hawaii, all expenses paid for 3 months would go? Right? Second question. Who would pay your bills here? Who could go now? If you can't go, there's one thing in your life you don't own. What is it?
Your time.
Your time. How do you earn your own time? Well, I found one special way. It's called earning residual income. Okay? Now, residual income means doing something one time and getting paid over and over again for it. J. Paul Getty said it best. I'd rather have 100 people do 1% than have to do 100% myself. How many people know that every penny you probably spend goes to pay somebody else's residual? Isn't it time you made your own residual?
Yes.
Okay, well, let me show you how to do it. What first thing you have to do in this business is you got to find the right people. Everybody says you got to get 2 people, you got to get 2 people, you got to get 2 people. No, it's the 2 right people. Does that make sense? Somebody came to me and says, I've signed up 7 people and they're not doing anything. You know what I tell them? You signed up the 7 wrong people. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You got to find the 2 right people and you got to work hard, but you can do it in your first month. If you find the 2 right people, these 2 people have to duplicate. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so they duplicate, and what happens the next month? You have 4. Those 4 are the right people. Remember, you got to teach it. It's the 2 right people. Those 4 duplicate. What is it? 8. They duplicate. 16. 32. 64. 128. 256. 500. 1,000. 2,000. 4,000. And at the end of the first year, you have 8,000 people.
Wow.
Starting on the 13th month, right? If everybody duplicates perfectly. Okay? Now, in our compensation plan, you have a left team and a right team. You get paid on the smaller side, so you're not going to get paid off all 8,000 people. It'll be 4,000. You have 4,000 here, 4,000 here. Okay? If everything duplicates perfectly. 4,000 times an average of $50 order, which is very small. Average coffee drinkers going to Starbucks spends $300 per person. So that's nothing in comparison to the average coffee drinker. Now, 50 times 4,000 is 200,000. You make 15% of that. How many people here could live off 30,000 a month?
Me?
30,000? Could you figure that out?
Yes.
And this is where James tells me, man, I've done this before. There's no way I'm going to get 8,000 people my first year. You're crazy. And I go, maybe you're right. It's not a perfect world. Not everything works the way it is, and not everybody dedicates themselves to finding the 2 right people. Maybe it takes you a little bit longer. You know, in math or any other educational program, if you made 50%, you'd still be getting an F, right? Well, here, 50% will get you $15,000. Who here can live off $15,000?
I can.
Yeah? Not too bad, right?
Right.
And then James is like, you know what? No, not going to happen. I go, James, do you think I could do 25%? Because that would still give me $7,500 per month, which is close to $90,000 a year. Can anybody live off $90,000 a year?
Yes.
It's not too bad. And James still busting me. He's like, no, you can't do that. You're not worth that much. I go, James, what about 12%? 12.5, 3,800, 42,000 a year. The average family in the United States doesn't make 40,000 a year, and that's with 2 people working. But let me ask you a question, James. And what if you only made an extra $500 a month? What if you worked really hard for the first year and I just made a residual income of $500 a month off of coffee, something everybody uses and they always run out of it? A stable product, right?
Right.
$500. What could you do with that? Could you drive a different car? Could you get insurance with the car this time? Right? Could you save that money and go on a nice vacation? Could you pay for your groceries? Could you further your education? There's a lot you could do with an extra $500. In fact, 84% of all bankruptcies could have been prevented with an extra $300 to $400 a month. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about millions of dollars. We're talking about changing your lifestyle. And even $500 a month to change the average person's lifestyle. Let me ask you this question. How many people here know that fast is fun?
I do.
Fast is fun and slow is
Painful.
painful, right? Everybody wants to go fast,
Boss,
right?
I quit.
So we have fast starts. How do you do a fast start? you got to come in with one of our packages. You make the most amount of money the fastest, and I'll show you how it works. There are 3 packages. We have an ESP1, an ESP2, and an ESP3. An ESP1 sells for $195. It gives you 15% for 2 months. Now what most people don't understand is that's a 50% raise. Because you normally start out at 10%. That's a 50% raise, right?
Right.
And you can make up to $40 in fast start earnings every time you sell packages. Good, right?
Right.
ESP2 is $495. That comes with 16% for 4 months. That's a 60% raise. Correct?
Correct.
And you can earn up to $100 in fast start money. This one is $995. 17% for 6 months. That's a 70% raise. And you can make $200 in fast start money. Let me ask you a question. How many people here want to make 20% of their fast start money? Who'd rather make 50%? Who'd rather make 100%?
Me.
Get in where you fit in. In fact, you can start as little as $50 a month. Not bad. We have a place for everybody. We have a saying at Gano Excel, we do not leave anybody behind. Get in where you fit in. I would never, though, ever tell you to buy a package unless I knew for sure you could do that. So I have a little checklist. Let me ask this question. Everybody here that has a cell phone, please raise your hand. It's 100% of the people. So far, you can do this. Second question. Do the people on your cell phone like you? Now don't laugh, this is an important question. Because everybody knows that negative person, right? That nobody likes. If you're that person, this business is not for you. This is a people business. You want to find those positive people. Leave the negative ones alone. If you people on your cell phone like you, that's the second part. You can do this business. There's still 2 more questions though. Once again, if you can't do this, you'll know after this, okay? The third question. Do you have people on your cell phone? Okay? If the answer is yes, there's only 1 more question. How many people do you have? How many people have more than 20? 50, 75, 100. Okay? This is where the important part comes in of getting in where you fit in, knowing what you can do. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if the people unlike you, if the people like you, and you have people on your cell phone, the question is, what's your conversion ratio? So this is what you do. Remember, this part we're getting your money back, and we're getting customers. This is focusing on customers. As customers build residual. Now, if I were to text you or call you, calling works better. If I were to call you and say, hey, James, we're friends, right? I need you to do me a huge personal favor. I need you to buy 1 box of coffee from me. It's about $20. Why 20? Because now you're making a profit, right? Can you buy it? It's got several servings in it, and it's good for you. Will you help me out? I need your help. Just buy 1 box from me. When can I bring it by? Okay? If you were to call every single person on your phone and do that, how many people here think you can get 12 people to say yes? If you think you can get 12 people, you just sold an ESP1. You made all your money back and a profit. How many people here think 23 people will say yes? If so, you made all your money back and you made a, let's hear it,
Profit.
profit. Profits are better than wages, right?
Oh yeah.
Now, if you can do over 50 boxes, you sold an ESP3. You made all your money back and you made a profit. Making profits are fun, let me tell you. It's very, very fun. Now, here's the challenging part. If that's all you ever do, about 50% of the people will call you back. 50%. Put this off here. Now, 50% of people call you back, that's about 25 people, right?
Right.
You want to up that to 75%, like say 35, 40 people? All you have to do is tell them this one thing when you drop off the coffee. When you drink the coffee, you're going to feel different. When you do, call me. Okay, no matter what it is, your answer is good. That's how you know it's working. Because what are the signs of detoxification? Some people might get headaches. Some people might get rashes. Some people have to go to the bathroom a lot. These are all common effects of detoxification in the body, right?
Right.
But always consult your doctor if there seems to be a serious problem. That's what we got to put in due to the FDA and FTC regulations. So
Yeah.
we'll say that anyways. Okay? Now, 35% of the people call you back, or 35 people out of the 50. They're going to buy several boxes, not just one. Why? Well, ask yourself this question. If I'm already in the company, how many boxes do I consume? The average is 4 to 5, some people up to 7. But we found out that the average reorder rate up to 35 people, somewhere around 2,000 to 4,000 in just reorders. What's 15% of the 4,000? 600. What if you have to build 2 sides still? Still 300, isn't it?
Yep.
How many people could use an extra residual? Now, I'm not telling you that's the money you're going to make, but I'm just showing you what's possible. Remember, this is coffee, something everybody uses it. They always run out of it. People want to be healthier, right? People want to be wealthier. You can't do it unless the product is highly consumable. And it doesn't hurt that it's a habit/addiction, right? You're helping people become healthier, wealthier. That's the mission statement of our company. If you think you can do this, then come in with a package 1, 2, or 3. If you want to start a little bit slower, come in with a Smart Start. That's only $50. Wherever you fit in, get in. But remember, fast is fun, and slow is
Painful.
painful. So if you want to have a great time, do what you need to do to start earning money quickly. Thank you very much, and we'll see y'all next time.